So the next one is, guys, there's a lot of mailbag stuff today. But we had a 15-minute conversation on one of them. So the next one is from Grappler. Oh God, this is one of Vince's mentally disturbed Grappler guys. The guys who wear the masks on Vince's show.
Right.
Grappler.
There's like 10 of them or something. Yeah.
This is Grappler 10.
Right.
Subject is updated list. Hello, K100 crew. It is I, the Grappler 10. I feel that myself and the fellow grapplers have been unjustly placed on the disco list for way too long.
They're not on the disco list.
They're not on the disco list.
All right.
So this guy's these guys think that they're sitting in the mailbag talking about the disco list that they're not even on.
Has there been what letter we haven't kazoomed?
Maybe two of them are to tops. For way too long, has caused Glenn to miss out on quality content that he could essentially use in his attempts to be a massive heel. As recent as this week, I chimed in with one response.
Wait a minute.
Jesus Christ. As recent as this week, I chimed in with the response to those geeks at Wrestling with Reality, and with one tweet, I sparked an entire day's worth of outrage, and the heat the likes of which hasn't been seen since Sergeant Slaughter turned heel. I made such to
now that was good heat. I will say that
when Sergeant Slaughter turned heel.
Yeah.
I made such to make it a mission to defend Joe, K100, and Conan specifically because they were all named in this stupid attempt at a parody from those hacks. I would defend you as well, Glenn, as I'm honestly a big fan, but you weren't mentioned oddly enough, and I'm blocked anyway, so no point. I'm not suggesting because I know the rules of the show. I'm telling you, and he puts the capital letters, telling. You that if you want quality content on your feed again, then you need to unblock us. So now
that telling is almost like an order. So if
he's commanding me to
because request, ask, suggest, tell, or order, all of the above,
or bring it up.
Right.
Just bringing it up or mentioning it is now officially a non-qualifier. If you mention it in any, like if you mention yourself with the list.
Right.
It confirms that anything said after that will not be changed and will be the same going forward.
Right.
All right. So here's the main event. The main event on the mailbag for the second week in a row. Who do you think this question is from? This mailbag is from.
Well, we already did Hughley and we already did Durbin, right?
Yeah, and Holder.
Holder.
Who was the main event question last week?
I don't even remember.
Oh, you gotta remember. It's your boy.
Mitch No. Jay George?
No.
Oh, the Troller guy?
Joe Troller.
All right.
Joe Troller is actually let me do this real quick. I want to go to let's go to your boy Hughie, okay? Right. Who does the YouTube pages. Okay. Right. And Hughie, let me see here, had a he put one of it on the YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
He did a let me see here. Disco is it a Disco Inferno on Meltzer with his critics? Is this the one here? Hang on a minute. Hang on, it's here somewhere. Disco Inferno with problems on AEW television. Wait, that's wrong here.
Make sure to, I don't even know if Joe's going to listen to this, but make sure that you fucking edit this.
Yeah. What time is this here? The Joe Troller. Let me sync here. I will edit this.
Yeah.
Let me just go to the page then. Be a lot easier. All right. So there was a Joe Troller, like one of his emails. Hang on. Well, let's just say that basically that there was an email that was sent. Okay. Right. And Joe, when he played the Joe Troller email. Joe Troller was very happy on the message board to let it be known that he was the main event, and like was chastising everybody else in the message board that he was the main event of the message board now. So he was very happy about that. So here's his email. Okay, and the subject is Disco Inferno versus Sid. So I seen Irish mentioned on the brand Facebook page that he's got Sid coming on his podcast this week. By the way, how the fuck does he get these guys? Is he some type of Tony Khan millionaire who keeps cutting fat checks? And in the comments section, it was said that either on his slurring podcast or someone else's, that Sid recently buried Disco Inferno and said he would cause a lot of backstage drama in WCW. I'm not joking about this. So, Disco, care to talk about all these issues with Sid? You too, Conan, bald piece of shit. Stop pinching your helmet to photos of Rey Mysterio holding WWE titles and tell us some Sid stories. Joe, Don't like these fucking assholes just give short, blunt answers. Make these guys actually give some content that doesn't revolve around talking about heels who suck and the earth not being flat. Tired of Disco rushing through the segments because he needs to get to work to watch some whore rub her ass on a rapper. P.S. Matt Coon does a surprisingly great show. Interesting. Joe Troller may be Matt Coon. I never really thought of that.
Yeah, there's nothing on this show Joe can make us do, or you. So, bro, he should don the Wonder Woman suit just like KG with the LGBTQ flag, so I can come up and kick him in the uterus.
Well, he said that he will be on one of the upcoming roundtables. That when we have a roundtable, he wants to be on.
Good, I'm going to bury this guy mano a mano.
First of all, I always had a good relationship with Sid. If he buried me, maybe he's just doing it just to cut promo. That I've never had heat with him over anything. So I don't know what to say. If he's buried me, I'm fine. I don't really see him anymore. Talk to him anymore. It's been years, but I got along with the guy. I never had an issue with him. What about you, Conan?
Oh, well, I'm not answering any of these guys' questions or emails.
I will tell a funny story.
You might as well,
He got heat. Madden had heat. He had heat with Madden.
Right.
Because this is a funny story because there was a spot on TV one time, and Madden used the term. He's playing a game of Monkey in the Middle. You've heard that term before, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Monkey in the McKay. Sid cornered Madden backstage and was screaming at him, "You called me a monkey." Like Madden had to explain to him it's a figure of speech. Monkey in the Middle is a term stuff. Right. So Sid had words. So if Sid could be confused, I don't know. I mean, if he was burying me, I don't know. I think if I saw Sid, I would be cool with him, and he'd probably be cool with me. Right. Maybe he was just doing that, and me complaining a lot backstage. So, dude, who was the last guy that complained a lot backstage?
Raven.
No, he was the first guy that complained a lot backstage. Did I complain a lot?
No.
Oh, so it's like, all right. So that's it. So Joe Troller, go after yourself.
Yeah, that's false news.
All right. So that's he tried to get
yeah.
Yeah, but you're more than welcome.
He's trying to get the rub like all the other marks who write in and.
Well, he doesn't think he's a mark. Yeah, he doesn't think he's a mark.
1,000% a mark.
Yeah.
1,000% a mark.
Yeah, he absolutely is.